Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to understand about exceptions in Java, and also we are going to see that how we can handle them. This topic is very much important from interview point of perspective. So let us start without any delay. In Java, exceptions are unexpected events or errors that occur during the execution of a program. Okay, so let us understand this statement with the help of one example. Okay, so here I've created one example. In this example, I'm simply dividing two integers. Okay, so let me run this program, and you can see we are getting result as 5 because we are dividing 10 by 2. Now suppose I change this num2 to 0 and again run this program. Okay, so you can see this time we are not getting any result. Instead we are getting one exception, that is arithmetic exception, and the message that we are getting is we are trying to divide the number by 0. Okay, so these type of events, when they occur during the execution of a program, are known as exceptions. Okay, they basically disrupt the natural flow of the program. Okay, so we need to handle them to ensure that our application or program runs smoothly. Okay, whenever in Java these type of event occurs, this exception occurs, one exception object is created to represent that exceptions represent that exception, and then that can be captured and handled accordingly. Okay, now let us understand the hierarchy of exceptions in Java. So all exceptions that are present in Java by default, or exceptions that are user defined. Okay, so all are part of the exception class which is present in the java.lang package. Okay, basically we have three type of exceptions, that is checked exceptions, unchecked exceptions, and errors. Okay, so checked exceptions are those exceptions which are checked at the compile time by the compiler. Okay, or we can say these are the predictable errors that can occur during certain operations, so we need to handle them beforehand. Okay, now example for this checked exceptions are IO exception, SQL exception, class not found exception, and there are many more. Okay, so let us take one example of checked exception. Okay, now in this, what I'm trying to do is I'm simply trying to read one file. Okay, and this file is not present in our system. Okay, first let me delete this, then I can say that this file is not present in our system. Okay, so we are trying to read that file. Now you can see that we are getting one error, that is we are not handling one exception, that is file not found exception. Okay, so these type of exceptions that we need to handle in the program at compile time only are known as checked exception, because here there can be a possibility the file that we are trying to read is not present in the system. Okay, so how we can handle exceptions? We can handle exceptions in Java using try catch block. Okay, so how try catch block works? So the statement or the part of the program in which we are expecting exception to occur, we need to put them inside the try block. Okay, and then with the help of catch block we can capture the exception and we can handle them accordingly. Okay, so here while reading the file we can get the exception as file not found exception, so we are catching the exception and we are simply printing out the exception message. Okay, so let me run this program. Okay, so as I have deleted the file, so this file is not present in our system, that's why we are getting this message that file not found. Okay, now if I create this file, so let me create this particular file, so this time we will not get any error. Okay, so as you can see that we are not getting any error this time. Okay, so this was the example for checked exception. Now we have unchecked exception. Okay, so unchecked exceptions are those exceptions which are not checked at the compile time because they occur during the execution of program because of some logic mistake. Okay, so let's take the example of unchecked exception also. So here we have created one integer array in which we have three entries. Okay, in which we have three entries or three elements, and uh, here what we are printing, we are trying to print the element at the fifth index. Okay, so these type of exceptions are not checked at the compile time. Okay, and when we run the program, then we can see we are getting one exception, that is array index out of bound exception, index 5 out of bounds for length 3. That means we have provided the index which is greater than the length of the array. That's why we are getting this exception. Okay, now we can handle this exception in the same way, okay, using try catch block. So we can move these two statements in try block, and then we can catch array out of bound exception. Okay, now we can simply print out the message. Okay, let me run this program, and you'll see this time our program not ended in between. The execution has completed successfully, and error message is also printed. Okay, so this was the example for unchecked exception. Now in the try catch block we can have multiple catch block also. Okay, so let me take this example. So in this example what I'm doing is I'm trying to read one file. Okay, and there are two numbers present in them, and I'm trying to read those numbers. Okay, and then I'm simply dividing those two numbers. Okay, so in this example different type of exceptions can occur. Okay, so first we are trying to read our file. So while reading the file we can get file not found exceptions if file is not present in the system. Okay, so we are catching that exception. Then we are trying to read the numbers, and we are reading in string form. Okay, then we are converting these two string into integer. Okay, so we are parsing the string into integer. So if we have not provided the numbers in correct format, then this parsing will not be successful. So in that case we can get number format exceptions. Okay, so we are handling that also. And then we are dividing two numbers. Okay, so suppose again if we provide denominator as 0, so we can get the arithmetic exception. So we are handling that also. And apart from this, if we get any kind of exception that we are not able to figure out now, so for that we have created one exception block. Okay, because exception class is a super class. Okay, so all type of exceptions can be handled by, we should always write this exception catch block at the end, because we always mention the order from specific exception to general exception, because all type of exception can be handled in this. So if we write at the beginning, so there is no meaning of these exception block. Okay, so that's why we need to write this exception at the end. Okay, this is how we can handle multiple exceptions also. So this is one more example in which we are trying to read one file, and if exception occurs, then we are retrying to read that file. Okay, so basically this is file read with a retry. Okay, so let me run this program. Okay, so you can see that we are getting error reading file because this file is not present. Okay, and we are pausing for a bit before each try. And let me do one thing, let me increase this to 3 seconds, and let me again run this program. So what we'll do, we'll run this program, and in between we'll create this file. So let's see whether we are going to read this file or not. Okay, so Let me run this. Now let me create one file. Okay. Okay, you can see that we have created the file, and we are getting the message that file read successfully in attempt 3. So this type of logic we can write using exception handling. So that was all about this video. I hope you understood exceptions in Java and also how we can handle them. Don't forget to press the like button and also subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.